everyone, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm here with Dan, Mr. Smelly.
Hello.
Hi Dan, how you doing?
Great, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. And
Good.
loving lockdown too, right?
Oh, it's brilliant. Love it. Yeah, great fun. Great year. Brilliant.
Yeah, amazing year. So yeah, we are separate because it is another lockdown here in the UK. But Dan said he would join me for a most worn video. So we've both picked out 5 of our most recently worn fragrances. So it's just a quickie for you, really. I'm just going to show you what we've been wearing recently.
Awesome.
All right.
Am I on first?
Yeah, go on, go first.
Okay, so we're in autumn, kind of going into winter, but it just goes to show mine don't conform to the stereotypical autumn or cold weather fragrances at all. First one, because it's been the most recent one of the last couple of days. Actually, I'm wearing it today, and I can't pronounce it properly because it is this one. Okay, I'm going to try and say that. You try and say that.
I don't think I can see it.
Oh, all right.
What's the first letter? P.
P.
P-R-Z, is that?
Yes.
Przemysławianska.
Brilliant. Perfect. Yeah. Przemysławka or something. There's an L with a line through it, which isn't pronounced L. Anyway, it's a Polish eau de cologne, and it's like £6, but then it costs another £6 to ship it or something from Poland. So it's about £12, and it's really affordable. Literal barbershop fragrance that would be in your Polish barbershop. So maybe people in Poland might know this one. And of course, it's just a simple citrusy, fresh and herbal all at once fragrance in a really nice, kind of nice label and a splash bottle. And, you know, often in the daytime, especially at the moment with the lockdown, I'm not going to see anyone special. I'm not going anywhere where I want to make an effort. So I just want to put on something very simple that just maybe revives me after getting up and showering and washing. And so therefore I really enjoy this one. It's not bad quality at all. It doesn't last. It certainly isn't strong in projection, but it's a really fun, simple. You do smell nice and natural. I think there's nice natural citrus oils in there in that opening, and it smells really nice, but they're gone in a moment or two. And then you get a sort of slightly spicy, woody, just clean, well-groomed dry down. Good stuff. I love my cheapies.
Yeah. Okay, so a very non-autumnal option there.
Yes.
And actually, none of mine are particularly autumnal or wintry at all.
Right.
I think I attribute the reason for these fragrances being quite light is because I was suffering with headaches for the whole month of October. And I think that really just made me feel like I only wanted to wear lighter stuff. So all of these are light. So we'll go with... this one's called Violet in Love or Violette in Love. It's by Nikolai, formerly known as Parfums de Nikolai. This was a birthday gift from some of my fellow bean sprayer friends, my lovely fragrance friends, and it's called Violet in Love because it's a violet fragrance, but it's a lovely fresh, it's like a really lovely citrusy, that's the cat scratching my chair, stop that, sweetie. Citrusy blending with the violet. I think there's a bit of rose, a tiny bit fruity, like I'm not sure if there's raspberry or something, a little bit of sweetness, and it's just really, it's quite light, but it lasts, you know, lasts well enough, and it's pretty and it's easy, and I just really enjoy wearing that one. It's just an everyday great one for working from home, great one for popping up to the shops, that kind of stuff. Just really easy to wear fragrance. I'm really enjoying that one.
Nikolai are such a badass house, aren't they? Such like an under the radar, really good, no BS niche house that's reasonably priced.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I highly recommend people to check out those. Good choice. On to my next one.
Yeah.
Okay, you're going to really not approve of this, Claire. I love winding you up, really. Milestone, Club de Nuit Milestone. This is by Armaf. I've had it about a year, and it's their clone of Millesime Imperial, one of your sort of detested creeds. So this is a kind of salty watermelon, fresh C note fragrance. Here's the menace. I haven't seen her for a while. Look at that. Oh, I could hear her purring there.
Yeah. Oh dear.
But
Right.
she doesn't. No, she doesn't always want to play, does she? Hello, sweetie. Oh dear, she's shedding a few hairs.
Yeah, they're floating around in front of me. I have to be careful not to breathe them in or let them land in my eyeballs or go up my nose.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes, I remember her hairs. They can get a bit itchy. Yeah.
Mm.
So you tried to kind of distract people's attention from this fragrance, but it's a really nice, long-lasting, and really similar to the original Millesime Imperial. And of course, many people complain that Club de Nuit Intense Man, their famous Aventus clone, isn't that close to Aventus if you're fussy. But this one's much closer to the original Creed fragrance. So if you like that fresh, salty sea air, juicy, sweet and citrusy at the same time kind of vibe, then this is a really good option. If not, then it won't change your mind. But I have, again, for my excitement of my day of going to Asda, which is all we can do at the moment, that's what I sometimes wear.
Yeah. Okay. Sent
Back
to Asda. Club. What's it called? Club de Nuit.
Club de Nuit Milestone. Yeah, I think the other shoppers really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of what's it called?
Millesime Imperial.
Yeah. Not a fan of Millesime Imperial, and so I'm never going to be a fan of a clone of it.
No.
But there you go. I think it's just that probably the watermelony bit that's quite synthetic, isn't it? So yeah.
Yeah, there's
my nose.
It's got a sort of slightly. It could be an annoying smell. I kind of get it. Yeah. I get what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go with another one then. One, actually, I'm going to save it until last. So this is one that has recently arrived. I purchased it from eBay. It's Miss Dior Extrait. So
right.
This is a 30ml tester. Normally they come in a 15 milliliter bottle, but this is it's a less pretty bottle, but I've got twice as much juice as I would have otherwise. I got it for an okay. It was still quite expensive, but I got it for a better price than it should be. And I love the opening. Oh, a sweetie hair straight up my nose. I love the opening. There's something. Oh, I know what that. Yeah. The opening's beautiful. I've got a sweetie hair right up my nose.
Oh dear. If you want to deal with that, that's fine.
I'm just gonna go off.
I can fill there. I think we have to leave that in. Yeah.
Yes. The opening of this is so lovely. It's just a fruity. It's almost like red berries, maybe a little bit of strawberry, a little bit fresh, with some sweetness. It's quite mellow. It's quite light still. It does change, and I don't completely love it as much once it changes, but I'm still getting to know this one. But I've worn it quite a few times since I've got it. It doesn't seem to have great performance. I mean, it's supposed to be extract, but actually it's and extracts can be very close to the skin, and this is one of those. It is very much you almost don't really know you're wearing it after a couple of hours. So I still need to get to know this one, but it's really pretty. I just love that opening. So I've been wearing that a lot.
I noticed you've suddenly got a bit of an obsession with Miss Dior then, because you've published Instagram pictures with a whole tray full.
Yes.
So you've got different versions like the eau de parfum or the extracts, and they're mostly a lot of vintage versions, right?
I've got lots. So I'm trying to concentrate on the eau de parfum and the different formulations. So it starts off with Miss Your Cheri in 2005. So I've got the original 2005 bottle. Then in 2011, there's another Miss Your Cheri that's a slight different bottle and potentially a different formulation. Then in 2000 and I think it was 2008 one as well. And yeah, 2008, then 2011. They're all Miss Your Cheris. I've got all of those. Then I got the Miss Dior from 2012 when they dropped the Cheri and they changed the formulation again. And then I've got Miss Dior from 2017 where they completely reformulated, so it's not anything like the previous iteration. So there's 5 different eau de parfum. That's just eau de parfums. Then I've also got a modern eau de toilette and the extract.
Right.
So, yeah,
Wow, you're getting almost as geeky as me with your knowledge of different years and stuff. Wow. A kindred spirit there. Okay, well, it's good. It's nice to see you getting into some sort of designer stuff, as you used to be a niche girl only. So that's kind of fun. All right.
Yeah.
Is it good? Good. I haven't smelt that one, but good. It sounds like an interesting one. Is it my choice?
Yes.
Next. Okie dokie. This is a new addition to the collection, and it's from Meleg Perfumes, or Meleg. No, I was going to say Parfum. Meleg Perfumes. And the good fun thing about this house is he's Mr. Non-IFRA compliant. He's one of these people who uses real oak moss and all that kind of stuff. And this one doesn't have a proper name label. Fun bottle though, huh?
Oh, I like that.
It's got a wax seal. It's called Meleg Fougere, so no wonder he thought I might like this one. I did actually buy another one called Golden Guy Tobacco, which is really good and probably more autumnal, but I actually keep reaching for this, and it's a really nice old school, traditional kind of, gentlemanly fragrance, and it's based on a recipe from florists. Historic old books. He sometimes uses those as inspiration. So I think it's a 19th century or early 20th century florist fragrance that he took as a starting point, and it's just got it's kind of almost minty green, fresh, soapy, gentlemanly kind of vibe, and very nice and good, quite good performance. And of course, there's some stuff in that you can't get in your average department store fragrance. So I really like that one.
Okay, right. My next one then is it's another one of the Miss Dior's.
Oh.
Yeah. So basically, I've pretty much just been wearing Miss Dior's.
Okay.
The last month or so. This one is the second version. This is Miss Your Cheri, and this one came out in 2008, I think. Yeah,
okay.
This is the 2008 version. So allegedly, this is the same as the 2005 version, but I have a conspiracy theory because Francois Demachy joined Dior as the head perfumer prior to this coming out. I believe this was reformulated by Francois Demachy.
Okay.
And I think it's... Go on.
Have you compared the two versions then?
I keep comparing them, and I find them quite similar until you get into the far dry down, and then they go slightly different direction. So I feel like there is a mild reformulation in this version, but I'm still researching that. So I'm going to do a video, but I want to be confident on what I'm saying. The opening though is very close. I'd say the same as the 2005 version.
Right.
Yeah. So I've been wearing that a lot. It's a fresh. It's supposed to have strawberry and popcorn. I don't really pick out a popcorn note. Popcorn, strawberry, various fruits, some violet. But basically, it's very champagne-like, fresh, fruity, white floral, musky, patchouli fragrance. Very easy to wear, very easy to like. Very much a kind of generic, but not in the modern day generic fragrance. It's like if you go into a department store and spray most of the girls' perfumes, they kind of are all fruity florals with some caramel or, overly vanillic. This is a fresher and lighter, but very, very much still mass appealing. But I'm just really loving it. So yeah, that's Miss Your Cheri, 2008.
2008. All right, I like your conspiracy theory. That does make sense because I think around about then is when Francois Demachy came in, and they had to reformulate a lot of stuff. It sounds a bit like Dior Homme, which was 2005, but then the second version is pretty similar, but not the same. So yeah, interesting theory. Yeah, could well be right. Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay, actually been wearing Armani Eau Pour Homme quite a bit lately, and I've had this bottle a while. Got a bit of a dent in it for my standards because not much stuff gets worn loads of times. And this is the vintage version with the black bottom and top bits, which is silver in the, I'm as bad as you now, the more recent version. But this one has kind of some of the old ingredients or whatever that they couldn't use, blah, blah, blah. But it's a really nice kind of citrus aromatic with woody tones and some patchouli and earthy tones. Bit of a rugged undertone to it, kind of old fashioned, but in a nice way. And really nice, bright, sparkling thing. Maybe some almost like aldehydes or something, and it's kind of fizzy and real classic stuff. And I got this on eBay. It's one of those vintage ones that you can find if you hang around on eBay long enough, one will come up that's just kind of 30 quid or something. They're not always really highly priced. The modern version is really good too. Just a classic, classy Italian chic type smell that you can wear for any occasion. Not amazing in performance, nothing to do with autumn, but I've been wearing it a lot.
Yeah, I remember that one. I remember liking that one. So it's kind of more citrusy, fresh, isn't it? It's not. I never found it too old school.
Right.
Likeable. Yeah.
Good. Well, that's good. If you give it your seal of approval, because sometimes ones of mine that are a bit too old school or very me, as you would call them, you didn't care for. So the fact that you quite liked it is a good sign. Yeah.
No, I think that's a good one.
All right.
Right then. So you can probably guess what this is.
Okay. Oh wow. Have you ever thought of trying Miss Dior? Yeah.
This is the original, the 2005. So as I say, it's very similar to the one I just showed you, but this is the very first version. The perfumer is, I can't remember, it's a lady. I've forgotten now. My mind's gone blank. Was it? Oh, I can't remember. It was a lady anyway. Christine Nagel, maybe. So yeah, I feel like it is slightly different in the dry down to the one I just told you, but I'm constantly trying them side by side and just trying to figure things out really, because I'm going to do a big Miss Dior video and talk about all the differences and stuff. But
so yeah. This is the original one of the one that you were just talking about.
Yeah, this is the very first one, and the one I just showed you was the second formulation.
But it wasn't, because I thought, oh, maybe then it probably was Olivier Polge, who I thought was doing a lot of but no, they were using a lot more different people.
Yeah, this person, I think it was Christine Nagel, and I don't think she's not done a lot for Dior. She certainly wasn't. She's not prolific with Dior, so I think it was like a one-off. But yeah, this was her, and then. I think the next one was François Damachet, although according to Fragrantica, the next one is still, well, actually, I don't think they even recognise the next one as another formulation on Fragrantica.
Okay, well,
but I do.
Claire, you better be careful, because you better say allegedly, because you wouldn't want to have to read out an apology letter or something, would you? You wouldn't want to get because that would be too bad.
Yeah.
So.
Can a brand tell us to apologise for what we say?
I have heard that it can happen to outspoken people, so be careful. Yeah.
But yeah, okay. I would never say 100%. I know that.
No, I think
something. Whereas
I think you're safe. I think you're safe there. Yeah. Okay, should we move swiftly on?
Go on.
Okay, I'm going to annoy you again.
Go on, then.
I guess it's because I haven't been seeing you in person, so I don't need to worry about wearing fragrances that you probably would annoy you. So it's Creed Himalaya, and this is, of course, another one of the ones I think I remember you thinking, and it's another kind of fresh Creed fragrance. It's supposed to be. A bit like the Himalayan mountains, or another kind of silvery vibe, which is a bit metallic. Some people find it. It's sort of fresh.
I mix that up.
There's some similarities, to things like Silver Mountain water.
That metallic air smell. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Ozonic, metallic mineral water, Swiss air, ozone type stuff, and fresh and simple, bit barbershopish, bit dated, bit 90s smelling kind of thing, and just again a fun one to whack on for the daily trip to Asda, really. So yeah, I like it. It's a nice fragrance. It's not my favorite Creed actually ever either. I kind of like the bottle design, and it's kind of an 8 out of 10 for me. probably a slightly lower score from you. But yeah, I do like my Creeds, being a long time Creed fanboy from when I first discovered niche fragrances. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, so was that your last one, or have you got one more?
Yeah, that's me done. That's my 5. Yeah.
Right. So then my final one is, and I put quite a dent in this bottle, bearing in mind I've only had it a month or so. It's Guerlain Bugara, and I absolutely love this one. It smells like silk when you first spray it. I know you've smelt it, haven't you?
I was really impressed when you first showed it to me, and I smelled it.
Yeah, it smells like silk when you first spray it, and then it's just the most beautiful powdery, musky iris, hints of jasmine. But the thing that I'm finding is I don't really pick out specific notes. A lot of people have reviewed it and they talk about the notes. I really can't. I find it spicy a little bit. I find it musky and soft and fluffy, but I just don't pick out any of the actual listed notes apart from iris and musk. Maybe I think someone said it's a bit carroty, and I can kind of see that.
Carroty?
Yeah.
I didn't get that. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to retry it.
Yeah, think about carrots, like an unwashed carrot with a little bit of dirt left on it, a little bit like that. But to me, it's just this beautiful aura. It's not really a perfume; it's an aura, and I think that it's quite mysterious. The sort of thing that people would be like, "What is that smell?" I don't know if it's a perfume, but it smells really lovely. And yeah, I'm just constantly wearing that at the moment. Absolutely loving it.
I think that's really good, that stuff. Is it Uzbekistan?
Yes.
The country that Bukhara, I guess it's the capital of, and I think you said it's like silk, didn't you? And that's sort of, it doesn't just help anyone exactly know how it smells, but it's a really good way of just summarizing it. Yeah.
I mean, I know what silk. I know what silk smells like because I used to really like silk clothes when I was younger, and sometimes they have quite a strong scent.
Oh,
so
okay.
if you know the scent of silk. If you're familiar with it, you will know what it smells like, and it's the Silk Road is a reference, and yeah, so that is actually kind of part of it. It's supposed to smell a bit like silk, and it really does it opening to me. And I remember having a coat that smelt so strongly of silk. It smelled so strongly and slightly animalic that I took the coat back. I couldn't tolerate it because it was too much. This doesn't smell exactly like that because that was a bit too. It was sickly.
Right.
But it's very reminiscent of that scent. But there's a lot of people who might not particularly know what silk smelled like. It doesn't always smell as well. I don't know what happens with silk, but it doesn't always have a scent. But this coat, I particularly remember it. Very strong smell.
Makes sense. I think if you say something has a silky aura, we kind of can. It makes sense somehow, even though I can't remember specifically smelling bits of silk. Also, I think we shouldn't overplay that it's all about iris, but if you like iris, it's got a pretty nice iris note, right?
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed in that one. Yeah.
Yeah, the iris and the musk, I think, together just create this lovely, soft, fluffy, ethereal thing.
Yeah.
That's quite special. And I guess you can pick up on the cardamom. It's everything's so blended, so nicely blended together that it's just this beautiful aura of something that's slightly spicy, slightly fluffy, musky, silky, mysterious.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree with you. Yeah, really, really, really nice stuff, and a nice, something a bit different, and the whole idea and that what they do with theming it after different places in the world.
Yeah,
really, it's quite fun.
I think it's quite a unique scent as well.
Yeah, very, very,
Nothing like I've got in my fragrance wardrobe.
Agree. Unique, but not sort of polarizing or weird. I think anyone would like it, but it doesn't remind me massively of anything else. So that's a really good trick if you can do it, isn't it?
Exactly. Right. I think we'll call it quits there.
Okay.
Because we're 24 minutes in. So I'll probably premiere this then so that people
Okay.
can have a live chat whilst
Awesome.
premiering. So thank you so much for doing the video, Dan.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me.
All right, and thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye bye.